Copic has made the markers remarkably versatile because you don't always want to have really smooth surfaces, and it's really interesting to be able to play with some textural variation when you're doing your renderings or your illustrations. So Copic has made this great airbrush system. It's really simple to use, it's very economical, and will completely change up the way that you're doing your illustrations. So I've made a very basic, simple template, which is going to allow me to render a nice little animation of the moon. You're going to use the chisel tip, which gives you the cleanest spray. And you pop that in there, you push it in so that it's sitting really nice and close, because your air is going to flow out of this nozzle, and then that's going to actually draw the ink out into a fine spray across the surface of your work. So you want to hold it down and just spray, and you start spraying further off, and you can come in closer, get some gentle shading. And then I'm going to change colors. It's another thing about using this as an airbrush system rather than a real airbrush is the ease of changing up colors without needing to flush your airbrush out every time. So for these types of simple works on paper, it's very easy, quick to use. So I've done the basis for my little moon shape here. So now I'm going to actually change it up. Cover over that. And now we're going to do the covering over the sky. And this is where I get my fingernails all covered up with ink. But that's okay. So lay down a base color, change it up a bit, get a little bit of a dark gray in there. So as you can see, you can go in heavier or lighter. If you go in closer, you'll get more fine detail and stronger colors. If you're further out, obviously it's going to be a finer mist. And that gives you the control that you might want when you're rendering your colors. And then after we've done that, you can potentially go back in with the Copic multi-liners, which are fantastic, light fast, compatible fine liners that go with the Copic markers. And one of the key things about these guys is sometimes when you're working with alcohol-based markers and your fine liners, they can actually bleed or run. So Copic stuff is all compatible, so you're not going to get any bleeding and running. So I'm going to go back in and just do a little bit of fun rendering. Oh look, it's the moon. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, member of our solar system.